Did you know that the type of bread you eat could make the difference between feeling sluggish and tired, or having steady energy, strong bones, and even better digestion in your senior years? Yes, bread, something so common and simple, could be either your ally or your hidden enemy after the age of 60. Bread has been part of human diets for thousands of years. It's affordable, comforting, and part of daily meals all over the world. But as we age, our bodies change. Metabolism slows down, digestion becomes more delicate, and nutrient absorption isn't as efficient as it once was. For seniors, every bite counts. That means not all breads are created equal. Some types of bread can cause blood sugar spikes, inflammation, and weight gain, while others can actually support heart health, bone strength, and even brain function. So today, we're going to dive into the 4 best types of bread for older adults. We'll talk about the nutritional science, the specific benefits for seniors, and practical tips on how to enjoy these breads in a way that boosts your health and energy. And here's something to keep in mind. At the end of this video, I'll share a golden smart lesson. A simple, science-backed tip about bread that most people don't know. It could help you make the smartest choice every time you pick up a loaf at the grocery store. Stay tuned for that secret. Why bread matters more for seniors. Before we get into the list, let's understand why bread deserves a closer look in senior nutrition. After age 60, many people experience decreased muscle mass, sarcopenia. Protein and nutrient-dense foods become essential. Digestive sensitivity. High-fiber foods can help prevent constipation, which affects nearly 1 in 3 older adults in the U.S. Blood sugar fluctuations. Refined breads can cause spikes and crashes, increasing the risk of type 2 diabetes and fatigue. Bone health needs. Calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D intake become critical to prevent osteoporosis. Heart health priorities. Whole grains and fiber reduce cholesterol and improve cardiovascular health, which remains the leading cause of death in seniors. Bread can either fuel these needs or make them worse. That's why making smart bread choices matters. 1. Whole grain bread. Let's start with the king of healthy bread, 100% whole grain bread. Whole grain bread is made from flour that contains the entire grain kernel, the bran, the germ, and the endosperm. This means it keeps all the natural fiber, vitamins, and minerals that refined white bread loses during processing. Nutritional benefits for seniors. Fiber powerhouse. 1 slice of whole grain bread can provide 2 to 3 grams of fiber. This supports digestion, prevents constipation, and lowers cholesterol. For seniors, that's a game changer. Steady energy. Whole grains have a lower glycemic index, meaning they don't spike blood sugar as much as white bread. This helps stabilize energy levels throughout the day. Nutrient-dense. Whole grain breads provide B vitamins for energy, magnesium for bone strength, and antioxidants for cell health. Heart health. Studies show that eating 3 servings of whole grains daily reduces the risk of heart disease by up to 30%. Imagine trading your regular toast for whole grain toast, and actually lowering your risk of heart disease while improving digestion. That's the power of choosing the right bread. 2. Sprouted grain bread. Second on the list is sprouted grain bread, often recognized by popular brands like Ezekiel bread. This bread is unique because it's made from grains that have been allowed to sprout before being ground into flour. That sprouting process unlocks more nutrients and changes the bread in important ways. Nutritional benefits for seniors. Higher protein and fiber. Sprouted grain bread often has more protein than regular bread, supporting muscle maintenance and repair. Better digestion. Sprouting reduces anti-nutrients like phytic acid, which normally block the absorption of minerals like calcium and iron. This means seniors can absorb more nutrients with every bite. Lower glycemic impact. Sprouted bread digests more slowly, reducing blood sugar spikes, a huge benefit for anyone managing prediabetes or diabetes. Rich in antioxidants. Sprouting increases antioxidants like vitamin C and polyphenols, which fight inflammation and protect cells from aging. Think of sprouted grain bread as bread that wakes up before you eat it, unlocking hidden nutrition your body can actually use. 3. Rye bread. Number 3 is rye bread, especially whole rye or dark rye. Rye is a grain with a very different structure from wheat, which gives rye bread unique health benefits. Nutritional benefits for seniors. Excellent for digestion. Rye bread is extremely high in soluble fiber, which helps regulate bowel movements and feeds healthy gut bacteria. Helps control appetite. Studies show that rye bread keeps you feeling full longer than wheat bread. For seniors watching their weight, this is a valuable benefit. Supports heart health. The fiber in rye helps reduce LDL cholesterol, protecting against cardiovascular disease. Blood sugar balance. Rye bread causes a slower, steadier release of glucose, preventing sharp spikes. Fun fact: in Scandinavian countries, rye bread has been a staple for centuries, and populations there have some of the lowest heart disease rates in the world. If you've ever felt hungry an hour after eating regular bread, rye might be the answer. It's dense, filling, and protective for your heart. 4. Oat bread. Finally, let's talk about oat bread. This type of bread is made with oats or oat flour, often blended with whole wheat. Oats are famous for their health benefits, and when combined with bread, they create a senior-friendly option. Nutritional benefits for seniors. Cholesterol-lowering effects. Oats contain beta-glucan, a special type of soluble fiber proven to reduce LDL cholesterol and support heart health. Supports digestion. Oat bread is gentle on the stomach while still providing good fiber. Energy balance. Oats release energy slowly, preventing the fatigue that can come after high-carb meals. Bone support. Oats provide minerals like manganese, phosphorus, and magnesium, all of which support bone strength. Think of oat bread as a natural heart and digestion protector, soft, nourishing, and perfect for daily sandwiches or toast. Here's the golden smart lesson I promised earlier. No matter which bread you choose, always read the label carefully. Look for 100% whole grain or 100% whole wheat as the first ingredient. Why does this matter? Because many breads are marketed as healthy, but are actually made with refined flour, added sugars, or artificial additives. Words like multigrain or wheat bread can be misleading. The golden rule is, if the first ingredient is not whole grain flour, it's not truly a healthy bread. This small detail, just reading the label, can completely change the impact bread has on your health. So let's recap. Whole grain bread supports digestion, heart health, and steady energy. Sprouted grain bread improves nutrient absorption and blood sugar control. Rye bread is excellent for appetite control, cholesterol, and gut health. Oat bread lowers cholesterol, supports digestion, and strengthens bones. For seniors, bread doesn't have to be the enemy. With smart choices, it can actually become a daily source of strength, protection, and comfort. Now here's my challenge for you. The next time you shop for bread, take a moment to read the label. Ask yourself, does this bread nourish my body, or is it just empty calories? Choose wisely, and your health will thank you.